Hey there, Adam coming at you again with another VHS haul video. I just don't have enough VHS. I gotta cover a whole other wall with them, I guess. Excited to share the contents of a package that arrived today. A rather large package, kind of heavy, media mail, of course. This one's a little bit bittersweet. So some of you who are watching this video probably are aware of my work with the Retro Network. And recently my friend Jason Gross, who was one of the co-founders of that, passed away. And so I've been in touch with his wife, kind of helping her as she's dealing with things and helping to sort out his collections, trying to help her find different channels and avenues to put them in good homes and things like that. So one of the things she definitely wanted out of the house, though, she said, were the VHS tapes. She had no use for them. My wife can relate, but obviously I have a problem. So either way, she was very kind to say, hey, look, this is everything that is here. Let me know what you would like and these other people that you think are interested, that I could pass them along to. So we were able to do a little bit of that distribution and clear up some space and to help out that way with that first part of the collection. So I thought I'd share just some of the stuff that's in here. I even kind of forgot what I selected and what I chose, so I'll be interested to see what comes up here. But first things first, how about a Danger Mouse VHS? That is really cool, actually. To find some vintage Danger Mouse episodes. I know Netflix recently kind of did a relaunch. But this is, in particular, kind of interesting, this Thorn EMI. Thorn EMI did a lot of, releases back in the day. Always these clamshells, mainly for video stores, so it's just interesting to have that added. This was another one here, which is just cool to have. I have a lot of different copies of Ghostbusters, but I do not have this particular gold clamshell copy. So very interesting. I mean, this film is just always going to be in some format somewhere, right? My dad even has a totally different copy of the movie that I've never seen before. So I'm sure he'd donate it to me if I asked, but I haven't done that yet. If he wants to still watch it, Dad, enjoy yourself. Here's another one here, though. How about Strange Brew, eh? You hoser. This is a movie that I didn't, I love Rick Moranis growing up, obviously, but I'd never seen SCTV. I didn't know about, any of his earlier stuff in Canada. And my buddy introduced this film to me, right after we graduated from high school. I was like, this is nuts. So very fun to finally have that added to the collection. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so, Jason was always very helpful in helping me build my CBS Fox collection. And I have a lot of the James Bond films, but I did not have The Spy Who Loved Me. So very fun to see this coming around. There's Jaws, of course. This is interesting. So this is still in the plastic, actually sealed, if you look at it right there. I mean, I think maybe this just broke. I don't think people were taking the video out from this side, but either way, this is Dirty Dancing live in concert. And it looks like, this is still a tape that was ordered and sent to a video store, maybe never sold. I don't know. But I find so many Dirty Dancing, Volume 2, the music albums and things like that. I just think it's fascinating that it was a big enough hit that they could do a touring show, I'm going to assume, live in concert. Let's see what, some more CBS Fox, some more James Bond. So there's A View to a Kill. So a fantastic 80s adventure. How about Aerosmith, The Big Ones, the music videos? I mean, there was no bigger music video band than them, just in that early 90s period. I remember watching these on MTV with my cousin in New Jersey when I was living there for a few months. That was very, very fun. Fond memories for me. Had the album too, of course. We all did. How about this? So this is the ultimate aquarium video. I have a video fish tank, and now I have this, it's kind of like the upgraded sequel to that. I'm very excited. I love these tapes. They're just, I mean, you have an aquarium on your TV. It's amazing. Here's one to add to the Christmas collection, though. Jingle Bell Rock. I've never seen this. I don't even know what the premise is, but this looks like some 90s fun right there. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay. Oh, so speaking of the holidays, how about a Will Vinton's Claymation Easter? Okay, so I have like a, a California Raisins tape, but I don't have this one. So, whenever you see Will Vinton, you want that legitimate, official claymation to watch. This is interesting here. So this is also a sealed tape. And this is Showcase Video Presents Vintage Television, okay? So this is just bizarre. This is just a bunch of old episodes, a full hour, it says, of classic commercials from the 1950s and 60s, plus like promotional films and all this stuff. So just way before my usual era. But, we were watching all the reruns of the shows, but we so rarely got to see the commercials that were playing during that era. Now, another thing that's in this box, for those of you who follow this channel, you're very aware that I love transferring old VHS tapes, gathering commercials and things like that. So there are a bunch of home-recorded tapes in here that Jason would pick up from the thrift stores. We had another show we did together called Thrift Store Horde that we're continuing on in his honor on the TRN TV Retro Network, channel here on YouTube that you can check out. But so I'm sure a lot of these he showed to me, and I didn't, ever get to see what was actually on them. So I'm very excited to explore and share. Right now I'm doing a lot of stuff from the 90s and the Fox Kids Network, but that'll be, this is the opening ceremony of the Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia, right here, recorded, so talking about the 90s. So who knows what's in there. One more here. This one says a con tape. A con, like a convention? Is it Con Air? Is it Can? I don't know. So one more here. Yeah, so just a bunch of tapes to get into. That'll be interesting. All right, some more of the commercially released stuff, though. These are really interesting. How about Diddy Kong Racing promotional VHS? Like, what? Like, I don't know if this is like showing you gameplay, like this was supposed to be playing in the video stores, like to they like make you want to rent it, but it's got like the N64 logo on there and everything. So just a interesting piece of video game history there. This, Michael Keaton in The Squeeze, man. I don't know about his earlier work. I'm sure the first thing I saw him in was Beetlejuice and then Batman the following year, and he was in costumes and makeup. So I've been trying to catch up. Of course, I've seen Mr. Mom and other stuff like that, but his earlier work, what's that other one? There's this other one where like something about being crazy. I don't know. Anyway, this one here, Brian Dennehy and James Woods bestseller. I have no idea what this is about, but Vestron Video. I'm always interested in their releases. They were just a big tape house of the time. Speaking of don't know what it's about, David Hasselhoff and Linda Blair in Bailout? Huh? This is a very light tape. Like this is, look how much tape is actually in there. Not very much. This is something where, they're just like, we're filming it, we're putting it out, but don't expect quality to begin with. Oh, now this is fun. Holy Batmania 2. So I used to have the Batmania video. So in 1989, when literal Batmania was happening because of the Tim Burton Batman film, they were revisiting like the whole history of Batman and they were releasing these tapes. I've never seen the sequel though. I want to know what additional footage they've had, what interviews they had. Now check this one out though. This one is special. We've lost him recently, but Luke Perry, okay? And this says Terminal Bliss. This is coming to you from Canon Video. A Luke Perry film that isn't that, what's that one? Is it 8.5 minutes, 9.5 minutes? The one where he's a bull rider, see him in The Fifth Element. He did a couple movies, but like this is 100%, Beverly Hills 90210 Luke Perry. They're cashing in on there. How can I forget Buffy the Vampire Slayer? But he's not the star, All right, here's another one here. This is, I love collecting the Touchstone video releases, especially ones I've never heard of. Firebirds. What is Firebirds? They're saying they want it to be like Top Gun for helicopters on there, but I'm even trying to look here, like, is there anybody? Hey, wait a minute. Nicolas Cage? Tommy Lee Jones? Whoa, okay, now you got my attention. DuckTales, I have a big stack of these Disney afternoon tapes, I always call them, right? But these Disney animated shows releases, but I did not have this Space Invaders one. This is one of my favorites, where like Launchpad ends up being more of the hero than their TV, you know, space captain hero that the Duckling nephews love. Okay, this is cool. Rose Petal Place, okay? This is a weird, like, it wanted to be Strawberry Shortcake, you know, the next My Little Pony or something. It didn't quite catch on. With Marie Osmond, yes, of Donnie and Marie, I had the vinyl record for years that I found at Goodwill, and I just sold it recently. But now, to find this and have the VHS tape in my collection, I can actually see the series instead of just hear some of the music. I'm kind of curious to see how it all plays out. All right, this is really awesome because I just recently found the Simpsons Christmas Special novelization storybook is what it is, but it just pulls all these stills from the episode. Of course, this is officially the first episode of The Simpsons, if you don't count the Tracy Ullman shorts, right? So this is just a piece of history that I'm glad to have a physical copy of. Here's another DuckTales tape with a Tarzan duck. That's awesome. Man, that show. But the last two here, this is a film that was near and dear to Jason's heart, so it's very special to me to have this. But Ernest Goes to Camp. We actually did a review on the Retro Network of this movie as part of their movie review series, so I got to talk to him about this, so I'm very happy to have that. And Ernest, just an icon. But speaking of which, check this out. So, know what I mean, okay? Is the name of this video. What this is it's my family album comedy special. Ernest and Vern's Greatest TV Hits is also included. So this is like Jim Varney doing all his characters. You know, I'm sure the grandma or the aunt who always had the neck brace on, you know, Mr. Ernest, you know, whatever that character was in relation to him is going to be a part of this. But also, like, for those who don't know, you know, Ernest started as a commercial character who would just promote random, you know, different, even on my channel here in some of my commercials, he's just promoting pizza, he's promoting car dealerships, like whatever, like he could be plugged in. So this is a fun piece of history as well to add in. So just real grateful and feel lucky to have those as part of my collection now. Those will be cherished, and every one of those, when I watch them, I'll have you know, special warm feelings. So thanks for checking out this video. But in the meantime, you know, check out the rest of what I have to offer here. Kind of some unique things that I hope you'll enjoy. If you want to find out what I'm doing on social media, I'm at Hoju Coolander. That's HOJUKOOLANDER. I know. It's a crazy name to have as an online presence. But if you want to find me on Instagram, find me on Blue Sky, find me on X, you know, I'm always posting different additions to my collection. But hey, thanks for checking out the video. Time to go push play.